found out, you guys, back in 2018, a class being offered by Yale University has already been called the most popular class in the school's history. Guess what? The subject is happiness. Now, before I really dive into that, let me stop right there because we know how the world is today. Um, we don't see a lot of happiness. Excuse me. Well, I don't. I don't see a lot of happiness from people. Well, if I do, that they just want to put it on for a show, right? Just put it on for a show. They're not truly happy. They try to, do it for others, this and that. Well, what about our students? Are our students happy? Let's dive deep into that. Do we think our students are happy? Because we, as teachers, we only see them when they come inside of our classroom. Once they step outside of our classroom and outside the school buildings, we don't know what's going on into their lives. We don't know. We don't know, are they properly going home? Do they have homes? Are their parents there? We don't know how their lifestyle is, when they leave the school building. We don't know. And, we got to take that into consideration. We really do. Because, our kids' mental health, don't get me started on that, you guys, because y'all know I'm big on that. It is so very important inside our schools to have, counselors, mental health counselors, this and that, to really talk with our students, not just a guidance counselor, because, yes, they have resources, this and that, but they don't have all the types of resources. We need a specialist, a mental health specialist inside each of our schools around the country. That's how I feel. But it's really something. It's really something. So here's my question. Do you think our students are happy today? Do you think our students are truly happy? And please elaborate onto that answer. Please elaborate onto that answer. Do we think our students are truly happy? Marinate on that, okay? Marinate on that. So going back to the topic with Yale University, with a class that, and I think it's probably still going on if I'm correct, which is happiness. Now, the class officially it's called this right here, Psychology and the Good Life. It aims to teach students how to lead a happier, more satisfying life by focusing on positive psychology and behavior change. Now, the course professor, Dr. Laura Santos, excuse me, probably that professor is still there. She thinks that so many students are interested in the class because in high school they had to excuse me, I'm going a little too fast. She thinks that so many students are interested in the class because in high school they had to deprioritize their happiness in order to gain admission to the school. Ain't that something there? Ain't that something there? So what do we think? Do you think that the secret to happiness can be found in the classroom? I don't know. And I don't know, does there need to be a class on happiness to begin with inside of our schools? I don't know, because for me, I'm going to just speak on me for a moment. And then you guys can also chime in the comments as well. But Damian Anderson, where does he find happiness? Is by doing the things that I love to do, which is this right here, my show, Damian Talks Education, then also with my other projects, the people that I have in my life, my job, that finds me happiness. The kids there, my kids, they bring me happiness. My life, you guys, I'm going to say that my life brings me happiness. Now, I will say this right here. I choose to be happy because some people are wondering or questioning, why does Damien always have a smile onto his face? He's always happy and this and that. Well, guess what? That's what I choose. That's what I choose for my lifestyle. Now, I'm not saying, every day, throughout my life, I don't have flaws. I don't have mistakes. I don't go through things, which I do. I go through all those things. But for Damian Anderson, I choose to be happy. I choose to look on the good side, the good part of things. You know what I'm talking about? I don't look towards the negative no more. I really don't. That was the old Damien. And I know some of my friends are watching that. They're like, yeah, because they are agreeing to me onto them because they know how the old Damien was. They know. They know how it was because I always used to do this and that, always bringing up things from the past, negative things, this and that. That was the old Damien. New Damien, he is finding peace in things. He is slowing down. I don't know if that's even a word to begin with. I don't know. But he is finding peace in everything. Okay. So, I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot to process. There's a lot to process and digest. You know what I'm talking about? So, I mean, inside of our schools, I don't know, should there be a happiness class to begin with? I don't know because you can't teach happiness. I'm going to say that. You can't teach happiness. I may be wrong, but I don't think you can teach happiness. That has to come from within. You know what I'm saying? That has to come from within. Sorry, guys. Because I felt a sneeze about to come on, so I stopped it for the time being. But yeah, I don't think you can teach happiness to people or to students inside the classroom. That's what I feel. Because like I said, it has to come from within a person. Because you can't make somebody to be happy or to be sad or to be angry. That comes within a person. If they want to be happy, that's them. If they want to be sad, that's them. Angry, pissed off, that comes within them, not from other people. So, yeah. But let me hear from you guys. Do you think, what was the question? Do you think that the secret to happiness can be found in the classroom? Yes or no? But also, wait, let me chime in onto that question there. Because with that question, yes, from the teachers, from your peers. Because if you guys are always uplifting, energetic, it's always, this and that. Yes, you can find happiness inside the classroom by what you may be doing. If you're doing fun things, this and that. But I mean, if you're doing like bored, it's dull, it's boring, the teacher is this type of way and the students don't feel that type of energy, then of course, there's not going to be happiness inside my classroom. You know what I'm talking about? Like for right now, I'm going to use me as a sample. Y'all see the background I have here? Do you think anybody will find happiness in this type of background here? For me, I don't think so. Because look at it. It's dull. It's boring. There's like, where's the colorful things? Like, where's all of that? So yeah, but yeah. So let me hear from you guys. Okay, let me hear from you guys.